Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Agyanti Mirandasya Gananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militang Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Wir lesen heute im 4. Kanto des Srimad Bhagavatam in Kapitel 16. Prithu Maharaj melkt den Erdplaneten. Kapitel 16, Vers 15. 18, sorry, Sakrament. Brille ist nicht sauber. Kapitel 18, Prithu Maharaj melkt den Vers 15. Kritva vatsam suragana Kritva vatsam suragana Indrang sumam aduduhan Indrang sumam aduduhan Hiranmayena patrina Hiranmayena patrina Viryang ojo balang paya Viryam ojo balang paya Kritva vatsang suragana Indrang somang aduduhan Hiranmayena patrina Viryam ojo balang paya. Ja, bitte. Ja, ich kann Englisch sprechen. Ist es möglich? Okay. Ja, in Ordnung. Ja, ist auch leichter ins Deutsche zu übersetzen als ins Englische. Aber es ist auch leichter in Deutsch zu sprechen als in Englisch. Okay. Kritva making Vatsam calf Suragana the demigods Indra king of heaven Somam nectar Aduduhan they milked out Hiranmayena golden Patrina with the pot Viryam mental power Oja strength of the senses Balam strength of the body Paya milk. Translation. All the demigods made Indra, the king of heaven, into a calf, and from the earth they milked the beverage Soma, which is nectar. Thus they became very powerful in mental speculation and bodily and sensual strength. Repeat the last sentence. Thus they became very powerful in mental speculation and bodily and sensual strength. Purport. In this verse, the word Soma means nectar. Soma is a kind of beverage made in the heavenly planets, from the moon to the kingdom of the demigods in the various higher planetary systems. By drinking this Soma beverage, the demigods become more powerful mentally and increase their sensual power and bodily strength. The words Hiranmayena Patrina indicate that this Soma beverage is not an ordinary intoxicating liquor. Sorry. The demigods would not touch any kind of liquor, nor is Soma a kind of drug. It is a different kind of beverage available in the heavenly planets. Soma is far different from the liquors made for demoniac people, as explained in the next verse. Kritva vatsang suragana indrang somam aduduhan hiranmayena patrena viryam ojo balangpaya. All the demigods made Indra, the king of heaven, into a calf, and from the earth they milked the beverage Soma, which is nectar. Thus they became very powerful in mental speculation and bodily and sensual strength. The inhabitants of the different planets get, by Prithu Maharaj's mercy, the chance to get blessings or benefits from the earth. The earth agreed to give again to the inhabitants of the other planets whatever they desired, because Prithu Maharaj agreed to take care of her. And thus the inhabitants of the different planets came, transformed the most prominent person of their planet, of their system, planetary system, into a calf, and the earth, who can take the form of a cow, the one who nourishes, who gives sustenance to the inhabitants, to all others. The earth gave the milk in form of the desire of the persons who came to her and asked for this, for the blessing, for the gift. The inhabitants of the heavenly kingdom, they turned Indra, as explained in this verse, into a calf. And they wanted the Soma rasa, this beverage, this nectar which is available only in the heavenly planets. They wanted that as milk from planet Earth. They got it. And thus they became very powerful in mental speculation and bodily and sensual strength. And if you hear this, well, is that what we really want? Very powerful in mental speculation and bodily and sensual strength. It's good, it's okay. If you can, if the body is fit, would be nice. So many devotees get this, have some kind of disease, something like, I don't know, some relative of corona or something like this, which is transferred, by the way, by bacteria. It's not that. Many people have that. They would be happy to be healthy, to get rid of this funny and bodily and mental conditions. No, they would be happy. But the best thing that we can desire is not to become bodily strong and to be able to speculating in the internet. You find so many. You can get caught in this net of the internet, and you find so many speculations and very simple explanations for so many problems created by mental speculation, which is nonsense. No? It's not that this disease that is very common, then people know exactly how these bacteria look like, which transfer this disease. It's not thrown from the himmel, from the sky or something. That is not correct. As some simplistic explanations. Also, this pollen, one can have pollen, can get this disease from pollen. That's something else, and so on. No, we are not into mental speculation. That's not our desire. In the contrary, Srila Prabhupada said, don't speculate. We don't speculate, oh, if this is like this, maybe that is like that. No, we don't speculate. We don't use our mind to create something which we think might be true. We don't waste our time and our mental energy by that. And this way we create some false constructions, mental constructions. Krishna says, Man mana bhava mat bhakta. always engage your mind in thinking of me and become my devotee. Offer your business to me and worship me. No, we're not into this what the demigods desired, powerful and mental speculation. That's not such a great blessing that they desired. Arjuna asked Krishna, "Oh Krishna, what happens to a person who starts service to you, who starts devotional service, but then maybe falls into Maya again, being attracted by the illusions Maya presents before him? What happens to that person?" And Krishna says, well, for some time he will go to the heavenly planets. And then he will take birth, either in a pious family, or a family who is rich, where he can have all kinds of things, or if he's very lucky, if he is very fortunate, then he takes birth in the family of transcendentalists, of devotees. That is the greatest fortune. But, of course, we do not desire to take birth again. And we also do not desire to take birth in the heavenly planets again. Must be very nice. No disease, I guess. Maybe no disease, I don't know, speculation. But there's not so much trouble, less problems. But still, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Abrahma bhuvana loka punaravartino juna mamapitya tu kaunteya punajamana vidyati. All the planets in this world, from the highest down to the lowest, are places of misery, where repeated birth and death take place. But one who attains to my abode, O son of Kunti, never takes birth again. In the heavenly planets, well, the fifth canto is described. I found it very impressive. Mangoes as big as elephants, who have very small seed only and almost no skin, and when they fall down, and so on and so forth. Many things. Enjoyable, very enjoyable. But it is said the demigods, or inhabitants of other planets, they are standing in line, like the Buddhas are standing in line here for prasada. They are standing in line to take birth on earth, on this planet. Why? In the heavenly planets, there is so much enjoyment. Es geht ihnen so gut, sagt man im Deutschen. They're doing too well. And thus they think, oh, everything is so nice, I like it here, I want to stay here. No problem at all, almost no problem. Sometimes the demigods, and they start a war and they harass us, but not so often. It's okay. We don't have to work. You can just enjoy the mangoes and the other stuff. So there's not such a big impetus to take up spiritual life. There is more knowledge. There is more spiritual knowledge. And great sages, they are there by the side of Indra. Also Indra, when we hear great sages by the side of Indra, well, Indra should listen to them sometimes. Well, everybody who does something also does mistakes. Indra is the king of the heavenly planets. He has a very great responsibility. Sometimes he is attached. He falls into illusion, deluded by the senses. But on the other hand, the nectar of devotion is described how Indra, he's dancing in kirtan with Lord Shiva, with other great, great devotees. And he is in complete ecstasy. And also, we might think of Arjuna. No? His father is Indra. No? Pandu, his wife Kunti, she had gotten the blessing from Surya, the sun god, that she could get children from the demigods. And when Pandu had been cursed that he could not create children, not get children, not beget children, then he asked his wife, Kunti. And first, okay, and she agreed, yes, I have this ring, I can do this. Okay, the first child, he should be the king, and she should be a just king, a very good king. So, first we asked the demigod of justice, Yamaraj, to give a son to us. And Yamaraj appeared and gave a child. And he became Yudhishthira, later Maharaj Yudhishthira, who was religion personified. Yamaraj is one of the 12 great authorities in this universe who are especially empowered, especially endowed to spread the knowledge of Krishna consciousness. Yamaraj is one of them. And then the others. So now we need Kshatriya, a very strong person. Let's ask Vayu, the wind god. So Bhima, he appeared, son of the wind god. And then Pandu said, and now we also need a very special child. This is son of Indra, the king of heaven. And they performed special tapasya for a long time, Pandu and Kunti, to become qualified to get a son of Indra from Indra. Yeah? They performed tapasya, lot of renunciation to get a child from Indra, to become qualified to get Indra's son. And this son of Indra was Arjuna. This son of Indra was Arjuna. The very close best friend among men. I am Arjuna, Krishna says, tells his friend Arjuna. Arjuna is always on Krishna's side. Whenever Krishna appears, Arjuna is with him. So Arjuna is the son of Indra, the king of heaven. Indra is a very qualified person, very great devotee. Everybody makes mistakes. If you're in such prominent position, this mistake becomes very well known also, but still, great personality. But all these blessings of the inhabitants of the heavenly planets, they put them into this illusion that everything is fine as it is, and they can just live there. Fantastic weather, wonderful food, everything, all the bodies are most beautiful, very learned, very intelligent. Everything is there, all the requisites for sense enjoyment are present, so one can just have a wonderful life. And that's the problem. It's too good there. No impetus to take up spiritual life. Great sages, they come. Narada Muni, he is there regularly. Brihaspati, the priest of the demigods, he is regularly present. Still, it's such a delusion in the heavenly planets. And by the Soma Rasa, they got more mental power for speculation and bodily and sensual strength. big deal. For us, it's not a big thing. Here on planet Earth, we are blessed by the miseries that are here, not like in the heavenly planets. We are blessed by the miseries. Birth, old age, disease, and death. In the heavenly planets, there is also birth and death. The Krishna says, from the highest planet down to the lowest, all are places of misery where repeated birth and death take place. Not so much disease is there, okay. Old age. They live for a long time. But then they fall down again to this earth, take birth again. And if they do the same thing again, perform pious activities described in the Karma Kanda of the Veda again, if they do the same thing, then they will, when they are pious enough, they will again rise up to the heavenly planets. Stay there for some time, enjoy life like holidays. Woo. And then, when their good karma is used up again, they will fall down again. Prabhupada said, what's the use? Perform pious activities, yagya, then you rise up, or whatever. Good deeds, and you rise up. Enjoy. Have to come down. Again, pious activities, rise up. What's the use? It's like a yo-yo. Up, down. Useless. Doesn't lead you anywhere, doesn't bring you anywhere. No real result. Just some enjoyment. Just like here, you go to a travel agent, pay a lot of money. First you suffer a long time so that you get a lot of money, work hard, and then you bring this money to a travel agent, and then you can go into holidays. What do I know? Some people sit on a huge ship, and the waiters come and bring them some drinks and sit there baking in the sun, get some skin cancer, enjoying holidays for some time, so-called enjoying. It's useless. Yeah, okay. The waiter brings them some drinks, brings us back to the point. Soma, the Soma rasa, the demigods desired the Soma rasa, which gives them these material blessings, the material benefits, mental strength for speculating, bodily and sensual strength for enjoyment, more gross enjoyment. That is their blessing. Well, not what we want. The Soma rasa, that's not available here on this earth. Here on this earth, what is here available? Beer. People they drink so much beer. Yes, everywhere, all over the country. My God. I also grew up, like many of us grew up in a family. Just opposite the farm of my parents was a small inn, what you call, where people go to drink beer. And once somebody gave me a glass. Here, try it. I was very young, I don't know, 15, 16, something like this. And I tried it, and it's so horrible, so abominable. My God, it's rotten. They take some grains, Hopfen und Malz, Gott erhalt's. These grains, may God always give them to us. May God maintain. This holy grain, may God maintain. So that they can drink into eternity. It's they take this and they let it rot. And when it's fermented, when it's really rotten, some alcohol develops. And then they give it through a filter, I guess, so that it, and so on and so forth. This taste is so horrible. But the people, they are addicted to it. Why? The somarasa is not intoxication, Prabhupada writes. It's not intoxication. Why are people addicted to intoxication? Because they are suffering. They're not feeling good. They want something else. They want another state of mind. They want to feel some happiness. Therefore, they drink some alcohol. And this alcohol, I say, makes them more dumb. Rum macht dumm. Alcohol destroys so many cells in the brain. And it's like a narcotic. You just don't feel your problems so much anymore. Every winter, so many people, when they get drunk, okay, I go home, goodbye, where's the door? And they go outside. Hey, you forgot your jacket. Okay. Then they take the jacket and they start walking home. And then maybe they are so drunk they fall over. And they just stay there lying in the snow. They don't feel anything anymore. Like in hospital. They get this for an operation, for a surgical operation, they give them some narcotics. They don't feel anything anymore. Lie there in the snow and freeze to death. Every winter, so many people. Mm-hmm. It's really low class kind of pain relief. No? It doesn't relieve pain, you're just too stupid to feel it anymore. No, that's so horrible. Also, all the other things, the freaks, people, the dropouts, these alcohol drinkers, they're so straight, Spießer. They drink alcohol. We only smoke marijuana, and for mind expansion. Das Bewusstsein zu erweitern. Im Englischen Mind Expansion, yeah, okay. It's the same thing, just makes you stupid. All these kinds of intoxications here on this earth, they cause so much damage. Prabhupada said the so-called visions, the so-called visions which we experience on drugs are just hallucinations. Yeah. Sometimes when the people, LSD, the time is slowing down. I can take it. Somehow the time is slowing down, slow motion. They see everything in slow motion. Or, my body is glowing. The other people, they are also glowing. It's not visionary, it's just hallucination. It's useless. Here on this earth, intoxication is useless. In the heavenly planets, Somarasa is also useless. It's just a waste of time. The real intoxication is the chanting of the holy name. Krishna consciousness is not intoxication. It's a revelation. We again find our real self, which is, what are the qualities of our real self? Ja, du hebst die Hand, Manuel. Ja, genau. Yes. We are Satchit Ananda. Sat, we are actually eternal. There's no fear. In India, there's a saying, the worst thing that can happen to you is death. And even death is not so bad. So why worry? Don't worry, be happy. No? You're eternal, so death. Prabhupada says, death is just like a long sleep. When I heard this in the class, while I was doing puja, I thought, oh, would be not so bad. Long sleep for some months, I could need it. It would be fine with me. Long sleep, then you wake up, and according to your karma, you get a body again. Maybe, if it's your karma. I was once in a Sankirtan when I was dreaming that I was in a body, in a small body, which had 4 legs and a fur, and together with my other brothers and sisters, I was searching for the milk of the mother. I think it was a dog. Might have been my next life, might have been my next destination. Looks like in a dream I made this experience. I hope I don't have to make it in this dimension, which we call reality. So we take on the body again, but we are eternal. This this birth and death is illusion. Prabhupada says this life is like a lightning stroke, just like a lightning stroke in eternity. This life is my body, I'm now 73 years in this body. And these decades have passed so quickly. If you look back, it's like a few months, like a few weeks, something. Okay, in old age, your memory gets worse also. But time is this life is very short, relatively very short compared to eternity, which we are. Eternal. We are eternal. We don't die, we just change the body. Dhiras tatrana muyati is a wise person is not disturbed by the change of body, Krishna says to Arjuna. We are eternal, full of knowledge, sat, chit, full of knowledge. Everything we need to know is present in us. Everything we need for our service and whatever we need to know, it's there, it's present. The soul is not the soul we have. It's not that we have a soul, not that we are this old or not so old lump of bones and covered by skin, filled up with intestines and lung, which gets disease, and heart and stool and urine. We are not this thing having a soul. No, we are this. We are that. We are. We are what we are. We are eternal living being, full of knowledge and full of ananda. Normally, we are full of bliss. Also, bliss is not sufficient to this for this spiritual happiness. For the spiritual happiness one can experience. Ananda is in the West. There is no word for it because there is no experience of this. For ananda, that's our normal state. We know that we don't die. We know we are eternal. We are full of knowledge, and we are full of ananda, and that is better than any intoxication. We don't need any intoxication. With beer, no, thank you. Hey, Afghane, no, thank you. We don't need this. It just makes you dull. It's a waste of money. Only some greasy mafiosi have a benefit out of this when we use this kind of things. We don't have a benefit, we have a damage from this. We don't need this because we are blissful by nature. We are eternal, we have all the knowledge, and we are blissful by nature. We are happy by nature. Prabhupada said, chant and be happy, because that's our nature. We are happy. If we're not, Prabhupada said, if somebody is morose, he's a rascal. If you're morose, if you're always depressed, troubled, you're a rascal. Why are you a rascal? Oh, this poor person, he's suffering, and then Prabhupada smashes him on top, giving bad word. He's a rascal because doesn't practice Krishna consciousness seriously. If you practice Krishna consciousness seriously, then you are happy. Then you're not depressed. Then you're not sad. Then you are just happy. Which is because it's the nature, because it's our nature to be happy. We didn't want the association of Krishna. At some point in time, our love for Krishna turned into love for ourselves. Egotism. Krishna consciousness turned into egotism. I want to be admired by I want to be loved by everybody. I want to be the center of everything. Why always Krishna? Why him? Why not me? And then we get the chance to make the experience. And here we are in this world making the experience. Now there's no Krishna. There's only Prahlad Nrsimhadev. Prahlad Nrsimhadev is Krishna. Prahlad Maharaj, he always worshipped Govinda. He composed this verse, Namo Brahmana Divaya Go Brahmanahitaya Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah. That's composed by Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad always worshipped Govinda. And Govinda came in this form because Hiranyakashipu had the blessing that neither man nor animal could kill him. So Krishna took on a form which Hiranyakashipu could not think of, never seen before. Half man and half lion, perfect for fighting, perfect for killing this demon. I have a nice quote I'd like to show you. Where was it? About Hiranyakashipu. Yeah, here. Oh, my dear king, my dear king, Hiranyakashipu was always drunk on strong-smelling wines and liquors, and therefore his coppery eyes were always rolling. Hiranyakashipu was always drunk. He had the money, and he had this state of mind which allowed him to always drink. He was always drunk. His eyes were always rolling, fitting to his nature, his demoniac nature. Before he had been Jai, one of the closest, most intimate servants of Vishnu. Now he had appeared as Hiranyakashipu, so that Krishna had a chance for a good fight, a most powerful person who had not been Brahma or some demigods, and then going down to lower species. No, he had come directly from the spiritual world and taken on the form of a demon, 3 births as demon. They had the chance, they had the choice, Jai and Vijay. Either Vishnu said, okay, you have been cursed, unfortunately, by the Kumaras. So now you have to go to the material world. But you have the choice. Either you can take 7 births as great devotees. Yes, 7 births as devotees, or you take 3 births as great demons. Jai and Vijay. They talked, maybe they discussed it, and then they said, "Oh Lord, we would like to take these 3 births as demons, so that we come back to you as soon as possible." And Vishnu said, "Okay, you got my blessings." Because Prabhu said also Vishnu, he likes to fight sometimes. But here in this world, there are no real enemies, no real competitors, nobody with him who could deliver him a good fight. So Hiranyakashipu, he was out of his own desire just to be back with Vishnu soon again. He appeared as demon. And yes, he fought bravely. And Nrsingadev, he enjoyed it. Krishna, he enjoyed it in this form, most suitable for a fight. Half man and half lion. The lion, the most powerful animal. And lion, he can kill an elephant. Most powerful. But Kadamba Kamaraj said in the class, I meditate on Nrsingadev as the most merciful form of Krishna. Just for the sake of 5-year-old small Prahlad, Krishna took on this form, this ferocious, awe-inspiring, ehrfurchtgebietende, awe-inspiring form of Nrsingadev. Just for Prahlad, Krishna appeared in this unique form, so wonderful. And also Hiranyakashipu, after Nrsingadev had killed Hiranyakashipu, he took out his heart and showed it. Shukadev Goswami describes, he showed it to the demigods, you see, he is dead. Your greatest enemy, finally, is killed. But Nrsingadev also showed Hiranyakashipu's heart to show, just see, my devotee. He took on this form of a demon just to come back to me as soon as possible. Such a great personality, actually. Hiranyakashipu was just part. He was just part of Krishna's pastimes. Krishna always enjoys the pastimes. Also when he fights as Varahadev with Hiranyaksha, or if he fights with Hiranyakashipu as Nrsingadev, Krishna always has his fun. He is always happy. He always feels this pleasure. He has his pastimes. The small children, okay, this Krishna is not a small child, but he is always happy. He is always playing. He always has his pastimes. And similarly, we are also parts of Krishna, and we also feel that we always also feel pleasure. We also should be always happy. We are always happy. Sometimes our mind tells us we are not happy. That's That's the problem. The mind is a disturbance, and the material body is a disturbance. Tells us we are not happy, but we are happy. Well, we can't just. How do we become happy? Prabhu says, chant and be happy. Ja, interessant. Chant and be happy. Where was I? How to become happy? How do we feel that we are happy? We purify our consciousness. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, we purify by chanting, we cleanse the mirror of our consciousness, and we can, when the mirror of our consciousness is clear again, we can see everything clear and real. No? Then we, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, then we, Anandam Bodhivadanam, we experience this ocean of unlimited happiness for which we are always searching, for which we have always been searching. The holy name, prasadam, and especially the service, that is the process. In several places in Bhagavatam, Krishna, Prabhupada writes, the service is non-different from Krishna. The service is non-different from Krishna. In a class I heard one should embrace the service that is given to us. We should embrace the service that is given to us, whatever it may be. We should do it lovingly if we can. Well, and we do it. Why do we do it? Nobody is standing with a gun behind us. You do this, you wash this pot or else. We do it voluntarily. That means there is love. Why else do we do it? Maybe we don't cry tears. Okay, if we cut our finger or so. We don't cry tears of ecstasy, but that will come. It's just a matter of time. When we make more spiritual advancement, and we this love for Krishna will manifest more and more, and this happiness, this ecstasy, this bliss, this happiness will manifest more and more, and that is the thing that we like to have, not some soma rasa. It's not such a great thing to speculate bodily and sensual strength. It's okay, but not okay. It's not the real thing. Coca-Cola is also not the real thing. Prabhupada used it sometimes, this term, the real thing, yes. Krishna consciousness is the real thing, the real ecstasy. Okay. Has somebody a question? Without a question, without a doubt. Yeah. Brian Prabhu, is there a question online, maybe? Good. Okay. Srila Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.